What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you the F-15 real quick. I mean, for the most part, you guys, it's ready to go. After watching Mike's video again, Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike's video on his F-15, on Mike's F-15, I finally determined a battery placement. This is that brand new Bolt battery. I know, Victor, you're you were saying how they don't last very long. However, it is brand new, so I should at least get a few good flights out of it before she decides to poo on me. It's a high discharge battery, 6S 5400. So it's got a little bit of weight in combination with some good juice coming out of it for the most part. I did a rev test on it earlier. That battery is definitely a lot more powerful than the 45C 6S that I have, and the 4500 just doesn't seem like it's heavy enough. The two 5000 pulse batteries that I have now, guys, those batteries are pretty much, I've ran the piss out of those things. They are pretty much, gonzo. As well as my 4S pulse battery. Those were some of the first batteries that I ever purchased, and they're about 4 years old, 5 years old. Well, about 4 years old. Yeah, they're 4 years old. 4 years old with some heavy use. So they've seen better days, and they're just not putting out the discharge that they used to. But this is my beautiful Tactic 850. It's a nice radio, you guys. It really is. And after the other day when me and Tyler were flying, this switch right here on the Tactic 650, it was just a dummy switch anyways. It didn't do anything. It didn't run anything. I didn't have it assigned to anything. Well, it ended up falling into the radio. And the 650 is just old. It's beat up. It's got a lot of miles on it. It's about 4 years old as well. 4.5, 5 years. Yeah, about 5. I'm going on 5 years old. As long as I've been flying in this hobby, I've had that radio. So I have this brand new Tactic 850. It's barely been used, and I think I'm going to start transferring most of my models over to this one, just until I get my Spectrum radio, whichever one I'm going to get. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get the DX8 for now. And then I'm also looking into that module as well, you guys, for the Tyrannus, because I do like my Tyrannus. The only issue that I have with the Tyrannus right now is it has the stock battery in it. And the stock battery in that thing is like super poo-poo, like really bad poo-poo. And it barely holds a charge. By the time I have the radio on for a half hour, 45 minutes worth of use time, it's already ready to be charged again. That's not a good thing. So there's a battery mod that I have to do to the Tyrannus before I'll feel comfortable even messing around with that. But while I got you guys here, I have it up here. I have the see, I have it programmed right there for the F-15. I have an 8-channel receiver in here, so this is an 8-channel setup for this plane. And while I have it sitting here, we'll go ahead and fire it up, and I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, hold on. All right, there it is, guys. So I do have some dual rates put in. I definitely figured dual rates would probably be the best way to go, so I have it up here on this toggle switch here. And one thing that you have to understand about Tactic, you guys, is what 80% is on a Spectrum radio is not going to be what 80% is on a Tactic radio. So if you put your throws at 80, say you put your throws at 80%, your dual rate, you have it at 80%. On a Tactic radio, it's going to be much lower than that. It's going to be probably like 60 or 50. You don't really start noticing any significant difference until you get it down to about 70, 60, 50. As a matter of fact, my dual rate is 55%. So it's 80% in high rate. That's 80%, and then 75% on the ailerons and 80% on the elevator. But then in low rate, well, I should say low and mid rate. This is my low rate, and my low rate's at 55%, you guys. And then if we look at the elevator, it's at 50%. I might move that up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how it goes during the first flight. And I'm also going to go back here to, let's exit out of that, enter in, and then our dual rate here. I'm actually going to go down there and switch that to 30% expo as well. While I have it here, I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Also on a tactic, your expo needs to be in the negative in order for your expo to work correctly on a tactic radio. It actually goes negative. I'm not sure if that's the way it is on a Spectrum, but that is the way. Alright guys, so just to show you a couple of little things, I got my air brake set up here. What else do we got here? Oh, we got flaps. I'm still waiting to hear back from Pilot Ryan. Pilot Ryan's supposed to be getting a hold of Captain Mike and letting me know if there's any flap to elevator mixing needed. That is a big thing that I want to know before I even decide to take off with this thing, you guys. Oh, that was too much. Now the one thing that's different from the Tactic 6 channel with the Tactic 8 channel is the sensibility, the smoothness of the stick with the servos. It really is very smooth in comparisons to the 6 channel. The 6 channel radio, it's just hard to explain. I'm not sure if these are ball bearing gimbals or not. I'm not sure if they are. I doubt they are. All I know is that the sticks on the 850 are a lot smoother, and it gives you a nicer presentation of your surfaces. It's a nice and smooth on your surface here. On the 6 channel, it's a little, I don't know, a little less fluid. But anyways, guys, let's pause the video one more time here, and we're gonna pull these retracts out for you guys so you guys can check out the retracts. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip the switch over here, and then we'll run it right back down so you guys can see the gear come out real quick. And that's them, guys. The gear's out. Now we're gonna set this bad boy on the floor. Alright, I'm gonna grab my hatch over here. Oh, sorry guys, I got you all. Alright, that's locked in, you guys. So, all the lights are working on it. This thing is beautiful, you guys. I cannot wait to get this thing out to fly it. I already have my so the Tactic 650, when you put it on the strap, it's actually pretty well balanced from the center pin here, but this one is not. It's very bottom heavy. So in order to keep the radio nice and flat as it's sitting here off your strap, I had to put one of these things on here, and I usually buckle it in right here in this third hole down, and that keeps the radio out this way instead of tucking down and in. It stays nice and flat and up, so where I don't have to really grip the radio underneath it. I can actually just touch the sticks and use put my hands on the sticks and use the sticks. But yeah, guys, all my other switches are set up exactly the same as on the other radio, except that most of the switches that are on this 850 are 3-position switches, and the switches that are on the 650 are 2-position switches. Like you'll see here, this is only a 2-position switch here. That's only a this is a 3-position switch, but this is a 2-position, and this is a 2-position on the 650. If you go over here to this one, this is actually a 3-position, and so is this one. So they're both 3-position switches, which is no big deal. It's still the same thing. 0 is off, and down to 2 is open. So flaps, we got our flaps here. Like I said, I don't know if there's any elevator mixing to do in there quite right now. I'm still waiting on that message. I may have already gotten it. I haven't checked yet. But look at this thing, guys. Look at this thing. Look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Hold on one second, guys. We're going to actually calibrate the throttle while we have it here as well. Hold on. Alright, guys. We're back. So it's super early in the morning right now, you guys. Until I hear back from Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike, or Pilot Ryan. But let's do a little rev test real quick. Oh my God, you guys, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, you guys. Yeah, that battery is going to do just fine. That was a lot of power. That actually had a lot of kick. I was quite surprised. I'm not sure what neutral is. Hold on, guys, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, so sorry about that. I'm back. So just in case, I did incorporate with my full flaps. With my minimal flaps, I got a little bit of down pressure with the elevator, a little bit of up elevator with my flaps, minimum flaps, flaps 1. And then as I kick down to the full flaps, as you can see, it slowly moves up the elevator to give me some pitch up, because I know as soon as I pull those flaps, this thing's going to want to nose down, just like pretty much like the F-14 did, probably like the Raptor does. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be giving it as much as I am right there, but really only one way to find out, and that's to actually go fly it. But I'm still gonna check with Ryan before we actually go out and fly this. But it is ready to go. I got a few batteries, 3 batteries, all charged up, and I'm gonna go out this morning and I'm gonna do some Avani flights for you guys with my hat cam. So I'm sorry, and I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. I will be using my hat cam. Sorry, guys. That's just, it is what it is. So I'll try to keep it as close as I can. I really do have a really decent hat cam. I've got a Mobius 2 action cam. It's a wide angle lens, but it's got a very clear picture with 60 frames per second. And as long as I keep the plane somewhat close, you guys shouldn't have an issue looking at it or keeping an eye on it. Fred Barron, I apologize ahead of time, bro. I know you hate watching hat cam footage, but Kyle is going to be sleeping in today. I guarantee it. I'm not going to be able to go in there and wake him up. And I believe Tyler's working today, so it's just going to be good old me, little old me, out at the field by myself. Let's go ahead and throw those flaps back up. As you can see, I also have them on a slow deploy. Absolutely love this radio. Absolutely love this 8-channel Tactic, you guys. It is an absolutely beautiful radio. It's got the light up screen. So let's go ahead and escape out of all that. I'm going to shut everything down now, guys. I'm going to charge up the battery that's in this thing. I'm going to wait until I hear back from Pilot Ryan, and then whatever he tells me, then we're going to go out and we're going to maiden this thing. But I told you it was going to be this one next. After the Sabre, it was going to be this one. And I haven't decided yet, but I might bring the Sabre out because it's ready to go too, guys. I haven't decided yet. Haven't made up my mind. But what are you doing, little kitty? I thought I heard you. What are you doing in my RC room? Chewing up my planes? You in there chewing up my planes, little man? Little minis? Little bitties? But yeah, guys. So just a, well, slightly long video. But I just want to make sure I have everything right on it. I wanted to show you guys the 8-channel Tactic. It is so much more of a radio than the 6-channel. The 6-channel is really, doesn't have really anything on this. This has more functions, more features. It has more you can do, more mixes you can do. It's got 8 channels instead of 6, which is great. The only thing that I didn't care for was the size of it. It's actually, if you stand them side by side here, you'll see this one's a tad bit taller, and it's a slightly different feel under the radio. But what I do like about this radio is this. I love the dip switches on the back right here, guys. I love those things. I love these things. I don't care what I use them for. Sometimes I'll use them for flaps, but I do like to have the option to use those on the back side of the radio. But that's it, guys. She's CG'd perfectly right now, like right where she's at, right where that battery's at. It is CGing perfect. I'm not worried about the CG on this plane. The only thing that I'm worried about on this plane is the flap to elevator mix. So as soon as I hear something back from Pilot Ryan, I'll let you guys know. I hope you guys enjoy this video and get ready for the maiden on the F-15, guys. It's coming. And then who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do next after that. I got a couple of 4000s over here. Never mind, that's not going to work. Because I have EC5 connectors in my F-14. I would have to make another adapter, and I don't have the materials to do it. But anyways, guys, that's it. Dave's RC, F-15, about ready to go, guys. I'm going to go get a couple of Avani flights in. I hope you guys enjoy the Avani flights. I'm going to post this video before I go out there and do that, though. Dave's RC, guys. Peace.